Shakespeare.
Yeah. We just had a lot of fun with it because our class was so small and like we really got to know each other really well.
My favorite class is probably art and architecture. You go to all these really cool museums, you see all these great art galleries and everything.
My favorite class is probably the history one. You got to wander around and actually explore the city.
But I also really liked the British Life and Culture class. That was really cool because you got to go to a bunch of different parts of London, especially Brick Lane. That was really cool.
I wouldn't miss a class because if you miss too many classes, you get deported. That's not fun.
Londonmount was a community college, so it was pretty different from anything I think we were all used to.
It's not the best school in London, but don't underestimate it.
It was a lot harder than I expected it to be just because there's not a lot of work and then they grade a lot differently.
Their semesters are different, so there are sometimes assignments that you may need to complete that the other kids in your class don't, and that's just the way it is, but it's a real class and you get real Maryland credit for it.
Maybe like 3 hours if you don't manage your time well like I do.
It was more so studying than it was like homework. It's better to be in 3 or 4 because if you're too many people, you guys get loud and like you get pissed off.
I'd say 2 to 4.
Or even 5 would be alright.
Yeah, probably no more than that.
Try and learn the bus system at least a little bit before you start going out too late.
It's also a smart idea to always carry like a 20-pound note in your wallet at all times.
Just when you're out really late at night, be with someone.
Stay with the people that you went with.
You should definitely keep your wallet in your front pocket.
Oh my god. Oh goodness. That was so bad.
Very claustrophobic. Sometimes you don't even make it on. Yeah. You gotta wait for a couple trains sometimes. But the good thing about the tube system is there's always another train coming.
People don't drive as much there. People rely on public transportation, so you definitely see a lot of workers of all types.
And you'll literally
crowded.
have to jump on and like knock people out of your way to get onto the tube.
The tube system there is incredible, but rush hour you kind of have to be a jerk and you kind of got to worm your way in because if you don't, if you're not assertive at all, you're not going to get on the tube.
Probably say like 100 pounds.
Probably like 75.
I took out maybe like 50 to 60 pounds a week.
Week to week basis, it wasn't too terrible.
Yeah, I probably spent around 20 to 40 pounds.
I spent a little more than that.
We did Amsterdam together.
I went to Venice for a weekend.
I traveled to Ireland, France, and Italy.
I went to Paris and Wales, and it was a lot of fun.
I went to Brighton and a couple places, Cambridge, Oxford. Just so many places to go that are easy to get to.
You should definitely travel at least once, but don't travel too many times because you want to get to know London.
You use the tube because you need to get somewhere, so people in a rush, they're moving, mostly keeping to themselves, doing their own thing. It's fast-paced. You don't look anyone in the eye, and you don't talk to anybody. You always look at their shoes, and then you judge them.
Weather was beautiful there.
We had
everyone said rain, rain, rain. It rained like only for a full day, like 3 or 4 times. I feel like it hardly ever like really rained.
Sainsbury's.
My favorite place is Portobello Road, probably. It just has so many cool shops.
For me, my favorite place that I found was Queen's Park.
My favorite borough was Camden.
I really liked Wandsworth.
Bring your own medication. For me, like having like my Dayquil and my Advil, very, very important.
These little space bags of vacuums, they compress it, so if you have those, you can really bring a good amount of stuff.
I don't know, don't bring a pillow, don't bring a towel, you'll get that stuff there.
Pack clothes, like
yeah.
the most basic things. Clothes and like personal items.
Bring less clothes than you think you need to.
Metrogate is wonderful.
It used to be like a big mansion in South Kensington, which is like the posh, rich area, so it's amazing to live there. there.
It's very safe.
Street Metrogate's on itself. It's just really nice. It's really pretty. It's a classy area.
Metrogate was haunted.
The rooms are small, but they're all in good working condition.
Very close quarters if you're not used to that too.
Yeah, you're gonna make friends. You want to or not.
Yeah.
The only thing that was annoying was the elevator would talk.
I love the elevator.
They do have kitchens. In my kitchen, we never had forks. Somebody always stole forks for the first 2 months. The last month, we always had forks. We never had spoons.
Hulu does not work.
Overall, I don't suggest even watching TV much there because you want to see the city and like obviously you're going to soak up some culture from TV, but it's not the real culture.
Kraft mac and cheese, ramen,
Pop-Tarts, vanilla Coke.
Macaroni and cheese.
Oreos. Oreos, they
Oreos
were
are
not
good.
okay.
but if you're really craving something, there are places to find American food. Good Life by One Republic.
The Wanted made a little premiere before they got too big over here, so being my hipster self, I enjoyed that.
Labyrinth.
Jarvis Cocker is pretty good.
Werewolves of London by Warren Zevon.
London Calling.
God Save the Queen by the Sex Pistols.
Hey London by Chitty Bang.
Jumpin' Jack Flash.
Anything by the Beatles, really.
Or anything by
gets you-
Blur, too.
Adele is
She's British.
phenomenal.
It's not that hard to find your way around campus, and for the most part, it's like not that hard to kind of adjust to life.
There's so much to do, so many clubs to join, and you'll meet people in your hall.
Get excited, it's the best place in the world.
Just make the most of it 'cause it goes by a lot faster than you actually think it does.
I wouldn't trade it, not for anything.
I've never traded this for money.
London calling to the faraway towns. Now war is declared and battle come down. London calling to the underworld. Come out of the cupboard, you boys and girls. London calling, now don't look to us. Phony Beatlemania is bitten the dust. London calling, see we ain't got no swing except for the rain and the crunch of thing. The ice age is coming, the sun's zooming in. Meltdown expected, the wheat is good in. Engines stop running, but I have no fear, 'cause London is drowning out.